desk jobs.
And tell us about your job description.
Yes, my name is Eddie Pryor. I work at the Naval Medical Center right down the street from the zoo. It is one of our 5 Navy bases in San Diego. My current position is fitness specialist or fitness instructor. I have the task of training clients one-on-one as well as instructing group classes. And that's the majority of what I do every day.
About how long have you been here, Eddie?
I've been here, I started interning in 2010, and one of my last college courses, I needed 200 hours. So I had mutual contact here, and I was able to get on base. And I did my 200 hours here, and when my hours were over, they kept me on as staff.
Right on. So you started out as an intern. Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's go right to what character trait do you think best serves you in this job? Why do you think you've lasted and this job has been so good for you?
I think a huge part is patience. Being willing to be patient with your clients because they might not want to work right away. They come to you for change, for improvement, for progress, and sometimes it's just a thought to them at the initial start, and sometimes it takes weeks, months, and if the clients stay with you long enough, sometimes even years before something clicks and they actually get it and they actually want to work out.
Okay, speaking of clients, Eddie, who are your clients?
A lot of my clients are, they're either working on base here, civilian positions, desk jobs, computer work on base here. I also get active duty. I did have the opportunity of working with Navy SEALs as well. I had a couple of them when I first started out. That's a lot of fun. High intensity workouts with them. I just get a mix of everything from the age groups of the teens, the people who just joined the military and the Navy, all the way up into 70, 80-year-olds. I teach a special populations class as well.
So those are veterans.
So yeah, there's veterans, retirees, active duty. I kind of get the whole spectrum, high fitness level, low fitness level, a little bit of everything here.
How about wounded warriors?
Wounded warriors as well, forgot to mention
what
that.
What kind of a class do you do for them?
So with that, we have an hour-long class. We train them twice a week. A lot of times they'll have lower body, upper body prosthetics. And so the hardest part with that is in a big group setting is getting everyone the best workout that they can. So right now we have 2 trainers that work with that group, and we try to match them up. If they have an upper body or shoulder injury, we'll try to get that group together. If they have lower body, leg, ankle, knee injuries, we'll try to get those people together, and we try to give them the best workout as we can, depending on their injury.
Did that require any special training, knowing how to work with the wounded warriors?
The classes that you take in the degree, my degree was kinesiology, so throughout that degree, human performance and exercise science, we do have to take a couple classes, knowing physiology, knowing the body as well as you can, of course being familiar with all the muscle groups, and then it's just kind of being around it. The more you're around it, the more familiar you get with what you can and can't do with people.
What is the most fun aspect of this job?
Most fun aspect, I'd say the clients are a big part of it. Like their personality, what they bring to it is a lot of your enjoyment. How much energy they have. You can kind of feed off them and they can kind of feed off you. It's back and forth. A lot of times I'll get dirty looks, I'll get called names, and to me that's a good thing because they're being challenged. They like what they're doing, maybe not in the moment, but that's kind of them saying, okay, you're challenging me, and thank you for doing that. I have enough respect for you, I'm going to call you a name. So I kind of get a kick out of that when I get called names or eyes roll. So that's something fun, and then also just being able to create the workouts and be as creative as I can, kind of throw anything at them depending on their fitness level.
That's wonderful. Yeah, you really do have a big continuum of fitness levels.
Yes.
From older adult veterans to active duty to wounded warriors. Now, I know outside of here, you also have a job.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Outside the Navy base, I am also a high school baseball coach. I grew up playing baseball my whole life throughout high school and college. So as soon as I'm done here, I clock out around 2 o'clock, and then I head straight to the high school. And that's a very rewarding job as well. I get to work with some high-level athletes in their high school years. Varsity baseball coach, I kind of lead their off-season strength training program in the fall. And then by the time March rolls around, that's their main season. That's when we get them on the field and they're doing more of their sports-specific drills.
So you can have a full-time job and you start here at 6 and be out of here by 2.
Yes, it is a very busy schedule. I'm here regularly Monday through Friday, 5:30 to 2.
Wow.
And then to the high school from whenever I get there around 3:30 until sometimes about 6 o'clock.
Wow.
So it's a full day, 12 hours, maybe a little bit over 12 hours, especially if you're including your commute to and from work.
Right. Is this job family friendly?
Good question. You're going to have to sacrifice probably either your mornings or your nights with your family to get a large group or a large clientele base. A lot of people want to work out before they start work or after they start work. So that means you have to be available either early mornings or at night when they're off work. And so for me, I have to sacrifice my mornings with my family. I get out of bed and I'm clocked into work before she even wakes up, pretty much. So I don't really get to see her in the morning. So dinner time is time we get to spend together.
Right. Okay. Do you have some future plans, or what do you think growth-wise this job affords you?
Being here at the Navy, as far as clientele age work with, I'm kind of at my highest point, or as far as I can go with the types of clients that I can work with. Outside the Navy, I would like to work with high-level athletes, college, professional. That's always been one of my goals, especially being a college athlete myself. So in order to do that, the CSTS is a widely recognized with a lot of sports programs, colleges. If you have that, that's a big plus on your resume. That'll get your foot in the door. They know that you know your stuff if you have that CSTS.
Last question. If an intern were to be interested in this position, or even as an employee, what are you looking for?
For an intern, if I was looking for an intern, I'd want them to be in a kinesiology degree within their last 1 or 2 years, probably. Be familiar with the body and the muscle groups. Being completely teachable. Punctuality is a big thing because you got to be here on time. Sometimes you got to set up before your scheduled appointments. Being organized is a big quality that you should have. It's also beneficial, I think, if you have a sports background in sports. That will kind of teach you to be on time. That will also teach you to push yourself harder than you would push yourself on your own, probably. And I think to experience those type of workouts for yourself gives you a benefit when you give those workouts to your clients.
Excellent. Eddie, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.